Hi everyone. So today is Wednesday, and what I want to talk about today is that I'm going to show you how to make a password book or address book or telephone book, right? So it's basically a assorted package of paper documents, pages, so from A to Z. And then usually if you and first thanks welcome to my home office. And then usually if you buy this from the store, by providing you this color phone book, you might be objected or subjected or a intention that you share your work and occupational objectives and goals, G-U-A-L, goals, with the merchant and with the manufacturer. So I don't mind that. I welcome everybody, maybe not inside this small space, but to share some of the intelligence and business ideas and administrative status. Alright, and with this book, I had used some white cover so that it doesn't look like other people's books. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Having been a Boy Scout in the British Royal Hong Kong government back in the time, I was only 11 years old and self-volunteered. The home is so boring. I only have video games. I see the other kids wearing uniform. When I grow up, where are these guys going to be? And they know all these trade skills and professional skills. I want to develop myself to be a professional also. So given these factors and putting aside some of the trips to go eat some steaks at the Boy Scouts nearby steakhouses, right? Put aside that, I went in there and said, may I get a form? I want to join the Boy Scouts. And I remember the lady, she said, how old are you? I said 11. And she asked, when do you plan to join? As soon as possible. And then she handed me the form. And it was very respectful. I think it was 2 hands. And I was given the form. So it was a very good experience to be a part of the infrastructure and the worldwide Boy Scouts organization. And I always list that as my first job, because the first time I had gotten paid for my time spent was in the Boy Scouts, and they called it the outing. So basically today, with that story and my time to share with the youths how to make your own book. Alright, if you look closely, there are approximately 5 to 6 booklets in here, and by putting them together, you make 2 holes, 2 holes, 2 holes, or only 2 holes, or however you might make the holes, and then you use the needle and the thread, or you can use the fishing rods. So within these books, there should be a seam with a needle. So needle, and then tape over and add the hardcover. Some airports, they are very observant about holding hardcover books because of security concerns that there might be SIM cards or radio devices in there. And in the modern days now, and as digital as it is, stationery is not obsolete yet. It is a part of our daily lives that we need books. We need scratch paper sometimes. We need American saying Post-its, the label paper. And I had decided that for my personal executive office and my secretary planning, I bought this machine that is able to put paper into these and make a booklet of instructions, employee conducts, reminders, or even maybe there might be courses and curriculum that have syllabus and advances in your studies among the employees' studies. So let me show you the sizes of these that I was able to find. Here is the smallest. Is approximately, depending how wide the pages are, this is probably 20 to 30 pages. And if you compare the two, this is probably 100 pages. And then on top of this, we need a hardcover. And I bought the clear hardcover, plastic. Alright, so let's begin the process. And as an executive, when I shop, we buy a whole box of things so that within the company or during the conversation, other than the samples, it is a relation to have a contact and these trading. Alright, so they have the round ones like this, and then they have the bigger round ones like this. Alright, so give a hand to the Hong Kong commercial press bookstores and stationaries. And then right now I'm going to introduce the machine that I was able to buy in the nearby area. I wanted the electronic version that by a touch of a button it is powerful, that it just boom boom. Alright, but I was only able to buy the hand press down one that might be, say, 10 pages. And then this one came in a box, and the handle can be taken out and save some space. And I'm gonna tilt the camera down and let's begin. Let's put this aside and let's have a visual on this. So I had tried this machine already. And then you look and see if it's perfect. It's okay. And put this aside. And then you might want to test the maximum paper size. Excuse my handwriting notes. Alright, so that's too many sheets of paper. So there's a jam, paper jam, so we gotta be careful and eat. Alright, so this is considered a test. Alright. And there's more. So it is time consuming. And you match the holes. Okay, so you compare the two books and see where you're at. And of course the line papers are better. So as a tester, and sizes, let's see. I'm gonna use this one, I think. Yeah, this one will fit. So it looks to have a few more spaces. If you ask me how do I go out, I don't go out much. I use part-time personnel to get the forms, and I fill it out and conduct the business administration process. So it is easier to do it like this, faster way, because of the hand postures. So far so good. And then with this, I remember seeing the videos, the side that opens, you see how it opened up? There are two different ways to handle this. One is front and back, like this. Another way is to have more of these, more and more of these, and use a tap. So as a shopper, sometimes you have to be smart with your budget, and stationery store was always one of my favorites. You can add the tabs like that. So close this back, easy. Take it back out. And you look at the sheets and see if it's clear or clean. So if it's not, or if it's not clean enough, use a paper towel. And see where you're at. So it's just probably hand issues. So 2 of these. And that's all. Match the holes again. It is close enough. So you can print the first page with the computer. But if you use your handwriting, it's more personal. wasn't so smooth, but you got it done. Okay, so flipping the pages, yeah, should be okay. And your fingerprint might be on this. So you have to wipe these. And this is your phone book. How do you make some pages beneath? Another way. So here's a smaller tube, so maybe I can change it to a smaller tube. So the smallest one is best. So there's approximately 26 pages in the an alphabet. So here's a book. And how do you cut these? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and things. I would say you can mark it on the side. So given that half first, and then 13, 13. Alright? So hope everybody enjoys this. And I'm not giving this out. This is mine. Yeah. Maybe later. Years and years later. I don't know if you're doing the same project. Probably not. So I don't want to waste your time or have you spend too much time on this. That's all. Good for you. So that's how you have to be caring, thoughtful. Whatever you have, you need a reasonable, comparable for your subordinates, your officers, and your workers among the workforce. What do you guys think? How does everyone feel? Is this too cheap? What's the cost of this? Well, my head is cut off. Talking about a say $10 US plus another $2 US plus the maintenance and the realty holding of this. So the estimated value depends on the head count, say 500 per production if it is one person, one day, and then times 10, that's 5,000 of these, then you get your money's worth. Because buying this manufacturer model, 5,000, would probably be as much as this. Alright? And okay, let me show you and finish the proceeding. You need a ruler. This is electric scissors. It's faster. These are a ruler that is inches on the top, centimeters on the bottom, and centimeter has millimeters. And this is extra measuring. And you can use a cutter. Let me show you my cutter and my ruler. You might want color pencils. Here's the cutter. And if you're cutting, you need the metal ruler. So let's have a seat. And then let's tool this down. First page, you can leave it. Measured by the centimeters, we need 26. And depends how neat you want them to be. I simply want the lines to go through the sides in one view. And other than pen, you can do it with a marker. Black is the most considerate. because I heard the black ink is the easiest. So what I would do is, because of the ruler, I'll try to do it fast. You might ask me, why am I holding a golden pen? Am I being arrogant? And you might ask why I'm taking my time? Because I'm now aware and understood that my precision today will save you and I and everybody a perfected job on this. And that's all. So I had a few marks that were questionable. I'm gonna mark it with brown. Okay. And then where do we cut? First, stack it neatly. And then you can change your seat direction. and just so on and so forth. And then I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna start cutting. How many pages is a very important count. The letter A, not B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It's not that much. So you gotta count how many pages. I would put a page number on them. So that's 16. And I want to make it at the corner too. So that depends. If your fingers are dry, wet your fingers, and it's easier to flip the page. So I'm only doing 52 pages, and then the remaining can be additional. So every alphabet there is 2 pages. So starting from here, it's going to be starting with A. And then with scissors, and given the time, and that's all it is. Alright, and then just cut down, and it'll be something like this. This is another way. This is a press down from these. You can tell by the edges, or handcraft it. So this is more easier to estimate each letter and each alphabet. That's one strip. Two pages. B. Do you guys really want to watch me finish this? And then for instance, these, just leave it. So from A, B, C, and D and going downwards, if you don't like my handwriting, you can do a over edge, or just writing over it. Alright, so this is how it looks eventually. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down. And I don't finish it so people don't sell it. I made that mistakes before. Alright. And I have my names on these. Alright.